أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. English translation. Praise is only for Allah, Lord of the universe, the most kind, the most merciful, the master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and to you alone we pray for help. Show us a straight way, the way of those whom you have blessed, who have not deserved your anger, nor gone astray. Welcome. I'm Hasson Rashid, and I humbly welcome you to another episode of the History Community Live and Diversity of Muslim Americans in New England. So with that, I greet you with the ancient Arabic greeting of peace, and that is ISLAMIC. Okay, the video. I know the opening video. You wondered about that. That was a video about charity in Islam. Charity, one of the 5 principles or pillars of Islam. So we're gonna get back to that video shortly, but it was provided by the mercifulservant.com via YouTube. mercifulservant.com via YouTube. If you would like to get involved or dabble in some more interesting things about Islam, you can find it right there. More videos at mercifulservant.com. Okay, we're going to try to get back to that video later on in the program if time permits. So once again, I greet you with the ancient Arabic greeting of peace, and that is Assalamualaikum. Guess what? The crescent moon, it's 17% waning at this current time. That's a February 6th crescent moon. The crescent, sun, moon, and stars, that's the original symbol of the religion of Islam. The sun, moon, and stars, the source of all life in the universe as we know it. Okay, once again, you sky watchers, if you like to look up at the sky, it's a clear sky tonight, but tomorrow is a storm forecast. So, but you can catch the crescent early in the early dawn, okay, evening, and perhaps if it's not cloudy in the morning, you can catch it at sunrise. Okay, that's a 70% waning, and it will be waning until February 11th, when it will reverse the process and start waxing. That means growing bigger till eventually it turns into full moon. That's 11th of February. 11th of February, that's when the process reverses from waning to waxing. And you can observe the moon waxing from February 11th to February 16th. On the 17th, it's a half moon. Okay, so the waxing process will be completed, and so will the waning process, and that's the crescent moon, the original symbol of Islam. I'm Hasson Rashid, and this is the History Community Life and Diversity of Muslim Americans. So when you see me, you should get your pen and pads ready, because there's a lot of information that we're going to go through and share with you. Okay, it's excellent being here with you, and it's such a great achievement to come into your lives once again. Okay, I promise you that we would look at what the Quran says about charity. Okay, our opening video was charity in Islam. Okay, so the center piece of Islam is the Quran, and the center of Islam is the Quran. Okay, there are 5 pillars in Islam, and one of them is charity. And we're going to look at what the Quran says about giving charity. Okay, in regards to charity, the Quran gives a very broad view of concept. According to the Quran, charity is not simply limited to giving money, food, toys, and so forth. The Quran gives a very broad and in-depth view in regards to the concept of charity. okay? On the website called Muslim.org, there are various examples and explanation on Islam's meaning of charity in Quran. Okay, by the way, for those of you who don't know what the Quran means or signifies, it is the holy book of Islam, the holy book of those who submit to the will of Allah. Is entitled, it's an Arabic word and it means book, the book, Quran, the holy book. Okay, one can refer to verse 392 of the Holy Quran, which states the following: you cannot attain to righteousness unless you spend a charity out of what you love. Muslim.org defines that charity is giving what God or Allah has given you. It is energy, talent, resources, money, possessions, and so forth. In short, use whatever you have to help those that are in need. However, charity is not usually limited to giving money. Okay, a lot of people think some of you think, I don't know if a lot of people think, but I know some people think that charity is only the giving of money. That's not right, okay? You do it out of duty and a love for Allah and other people. You do not give money to fulfill your own desires. In a sense, you're encouraged to be altruistic. Also, you do not give money to the poor and so forth as a means to degrade them. In this respect, you're not giving charity at all. Aside from giving money or food, charity is also classified as the following: feeding the hungry, offering your time to help repair damages to a structure, helping someone cross the street, giving a lost person direction, helping the unemployed find work, and so forth. In this regard, this form of charity is highly encouraged among practitioners of Islam. In addition, only give whatever is helpful and useful to charity. According to progressivemuslims.org, there are additional verses in regard to charity. Verse 17, 26, 29, the Quran states, you should give the dues, alms to the relatives, the needy, the poor, and the traveling alien, but do not be excessive, extravagant. Okay? So I think you have the drift of what some insight now into what charity is all about in Islam, as it is formulated in our holy book, the Holy Quran. Okay, okay. We're gonna move on to some other things. We got a lot of information here for you. So, like I said, get your pens and pads ready. Okay, bridging cultures, Muslims' journey. Okay, bridging cultures bookshelf, Muslim journeys. The bridging cultures bookshelf, Muslim journeys, is a collection of books, films, and other resources chosen with the view to familiarize the American public with Islam and the cultural heritage of Islamic civilizations around the world. It is intended to address both the needs and the desires of the American public for trustworthy and accessible resources about Muslim beliefs and practices and the cultural heritage associated with Islamic societies. Through it, the National Endowment for Humanities and the American Libraries Association provided 843 humanities councils in public academic and community college libraries, and in turn their patrons with a selection of resources chosen especially for public audience based on the advice of scholars, librarians, and other humanitarian educators and program experts. Okay, the program and promotional resources available from libraries that received the Muslim Journey Bookshelf. Okay, the National Endowment for Humanities and the American Libraries Association developed 5 Let's Talk About It themes featuring the works included in the Bridging Cultures Bookshelf. Muslim Journeys. If your library received the Muslim Journeys Bookshelf, you may apply to receive up to $4,500 in programming support for scholars-led reading and discussion programs. Okay, Let's Talk About It Muslim Journeys is a scholarly-led reading and discussion program designed to foster opportunities for information community conversations about the history, faith, and cultures of Muslims around the world and within the United States, available only to sites that have been selected to receive the Muslim Journeys Bookshelf. Let's Talk About It. Muslim Journeys offers up to $4,500 again in grants funding to support more in-depth exploration of selected titles included in the bookshelf. Okay, I'm gonna skip that and tell you where the participating libraries where you can go and view this Muslim Journeys bookshelf. Okay, that's at the in Massachusetts. There's Jones Library, Amherst, Framingham State, Framingham University, Hingham Public Library, Hingham, Holyoke Community College, Holyoke, University of Massachusetts, Lowell, Malden Public Library, Malden, Midway Public Libraries, Midway, Mass Humanities, Northampton, Peabody Institute Library, Peabody, Salem State University, Salem, Sharon Public Library, Sharon, East Branch Library, Somerville Public Library, Somerville, West Branch Library, Somerville, Marion Gilbert Public, Brookfield Library, Eli Library, Westfield State University, Wilbraham Public Library, Wilbraham, and Quinsigamon Community Worcester College. Okay, and you will be hearing more about that. That's the okay. That's the let's talk about our program. Okay, that's the Muslim Journeys, building cultures, Muslim Journeys. Let's talk about it, Muslim Journeys. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. There's get ready for this one. Third annual Huma dinner. Reservations at early bird rates. Okay. ISLAMIC. You can now reserve to third annual Harvard Muslim Alumni Dinner by purchasing your tickets here at http Huma Dinner 2013.eventbrite.com. The early bird rates are 25 to 30% off regular tickets prices if you RSVP before March 15. The event is scheduled for Saturday, April 13th at the beautiful Western Steen Hall, Harvard Law School. The program is scheduled to start at 5:30 p.m. The annual dinner serves the objective of building a strong Harvard Muslim community necessary to further HUMA, an acronym for Harvard Muslim Alumni Association. HUMA's mission to serve Muslims on and off campus. Come recognize with old friends and networks and hear from HUMA. Last year they had over 100 alumni and students enter the dinner, and Rashid Hussein, U.S. Special Envoy to the OIC, gave the keynote address. So that's the third annual HUMA dinner. It's to be held Saturday, April 13th at the beautiful Western Steen Hall, Harvard Law School. So reserve your spots early. You can contact them for more information. You can contact the Harvard Islamic Society and or Maybrook at post.harvard.edu. That's Hasson Maybrook at post.harvard.edu or www.harvardmuslims.org. And by the way, the Harvard Muslim Alumni Association is a 501c3 nonprofit. Okay. Okay. Moving on to the Middle East Seminar. Is Track 2 Diplomacy, Past Achievement, and Future Prospects Mid East Seminar. Lenore G. Martin, Shira Roy, Herbert Kelman, co-chairs, is pleased to present Dr. Ron Pundik, co-chair, Palestinian-Israeli Peace NGO Forum. The event is open to the public. No registration required. The event is offered is off the record. The use of the recording device is strictly prohibited. That's February 14, 2013, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. CGIS NAFO Building, Room 262, 1737, Cambridge Street, Cambridge, Mass. Center for Middle Eastern Studies. That's 34 Kirkland Street, Cambridge, Mass. And they're helping to sponsor this event. Okay, there's there's several other things that's happening at this location. I just want to give you a brief rundown of some of the things that's happening here. That's the political economy of the AKP era. That's April 10th, 2012, 4:30 to 6 p.m. Events are listed. I guess all these events are free. Okay, resolving the conflict between international human rights law and Turkish domestic law. Turkish, it's March 27, 2013, 4:30 to 6 p.m. There's Turkish foreign policy in a changing world. March 6, 4:30 to 6 p.m. The representation of Byzantine in Turkish high school text, and this is at the Middle Eastern, 33 Kirkland Street, the Center for Middle Eastern Studies, Harvard University. And there's also one more thing I'd like to tell you about what's happening here there at Harvard, at the legal and moral questions in contemporary Islamic banking and finance by Lukman Zakaria, 2012-2013, ILSP, visiting fellow assistant professor in the study Islam Muslim at Maktoum College of Higher Education and former teaching fellow, School of Divinity, Philosophy and History, University of Aberdeen, UK, Tuesday, February 12th, 3 to 4:30 p.m., Westerstein Conference Center, Milstein AC, Harvard Law School. So there's quite a bit of things that are going on at Harvard University. I'd like to tell you another thing now. If you're a senior citizen, one more thing about Harvard. If you're a senior citizen and if you need dental work, well, you can get a 75% discount, according to Neil Kaji, an intern at the Harvard Dental Center, which is part of the Harvard Medical School. And they're at the Harvard Dental Center, 188 Longwood Avenue, Boston, Mass. 20115. Or you can call them at 617-432-1434. That is, if you're a senior citizen and you need a dental work, you can get a 75% discount. So you contact them at the Harvard Dental Center, 617-432-1434. Okay? Okay, we're going to skip a lot of things because we're running out of time. So I'd like to tell you about the Islamic Society in North America. They're getting ready to hold their 50th convention. Okay, so the registration is now open. That's the 50th Annual ISLAMIC Convention, August 30th, September to 2nd. August 30th, September 2nd. That's about the Labor Day weekend. At the Walter E. Washington Convention Center, 801 Mount Vernon Place, Northwest Washington, D.C. So there's plenty of time for you to register for that event. That's the 50th Islamic Society North American Convention. Islamic Society North America 50th Convention. Okay, it's the annual convention too. That's they're looking at www.isna.net. You can contact them at 317-839-8157 and inquire about making reservations for that event. Okay, we're going to move on to the Muslim Student Association. They're holding Eastern Zone. They're having their zonal conferences. So the Eastern Zone of Muslim Student Association, it's going to be held down in Raleigh, North Carolina, March 22nd to 24th, Raleigh Convention Center, 500 Salisbury Street. So there's still time to register for that event. So if you like to register for that event, you contact your chapter of Muslim Student Association on your respective college campuses. Okay, the Minister Imam W.D. Muhammad, they're getting ready to have their annual 24th convention. So this is going to be held August 30th, September 1st to September 1st, Labor Day weekend. So if you'd like more information about registration, you can get in touch with them at 708-679-15. Okay, I'd like to tell you another thing about there's a big event happening at City Hall pretty soon, and that's the Vice Mayor E. Dennis Simmons. The Cambridge City Council and the City of Cambridge invites you to the Emancipation Proclamation 150th Anniversary Celebration Journey Towards Freedom. And this month, all this month is Black History Month too. By the way, keynote speaker Beverly Morgan Walsh, Director of Museum of African American History. That's Tuesday, February 12th, 6 to 8 p.m., Cambridge City Hall, Sullivan Chambers, 795 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, Mass. Printed in collaboration with the City Manager Office and the Cambridge Employees Committee of Diversity. There's never enough time to do everything that we like to do, but like I always say, it's excellent being with you. And until next time, I'd like to remind you that superior wisdom cannot be subjected by inferior wisdom. So until we see each other next time, I leave you with the greetings of peace. Mm-hmm.